Life updates. Hey everyone, it's Crow here. So I'm making a live stream. So I have some exciting news plus a life update ish. As you can tell in the title, this is gonna be like. Before then, I will do life update first. Maybe kind of some sort of life update, but I don't know. Because it's been a while since I last done streams again. But this is like, I don't know, basically my second stream of 2023. I am not sure. But I'm like going on YouTube. Over there. But yeah. So life update. I am no longer in a relationship with the person, that specific person to be exact, and here is why. I'm going to base it off of safety reasons, but yeah. So the person I've been with was extremely manipulative and, for my well-being, way too lewd. And it really gets me bored and uncomfortable. But, you know, in real life, my ex has done a shit ton of stupid shit that he's not supposed to do. Like, he manipulated me into thinking that we weren't going to get caught, although I know damn well that's the truth. And little genius out here has been manipulating me into everything, anything and everything. He was constantly begging for makeout sessions when clearly I want to be focusing on just wandering around and doing my crew work. Like, wandering around and doing crew work at the same time. And I've wasted all my time just spending time with someone that is way too possessive over me. Ouch. I have tried to set boundaries with him. And he clearly made himself look like a total fool. And absolutely went apeshit when I blocked him on Discord because one of my friends told me to. Yeah, he went apeshit a day later when I blocked him on Discord because I was told to for the reasoning of my safety. So I'm going to break down the timeline in very small detail because I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, let's get started. So it started after we were doing sending memes and images, blah, blah, blah. Then he started, after we started dating, he sent me a bunch of hentai, sexing me, said something about said something about doing something years ago before we even met, and that person cheated on him later on. Now, I'm not going to say his name for personal reasons. Only a few people know his name, and I trust them not to bring my ex's name on the stream. So, yeah. Not name dropping in the stream because I don't want to. But, yeah. Speaking of which, after that moment, I was at the movies at the time, just watching Avatar with my friends because one of my friends is going to be 2 decades old. The one that just graduated last year. Right? Yeah. I thought this dude could just give me the experience I wanted, but not at school, I guess. I don't know, maybe at school? I don't know. This is bullshit. And then we were and then it became the 19th. We got quick kisses, would see each other, and it was just, I really enjoyed the kisses. Probably because they weren't wet and sloppy and they were just pretty quick. They weren't slobbery. Unless it gets deeper, I don't know. Get really fucking uncomfortable, but whatever. Did something we weren't supposed to do in the bathroom. Not going into detail again about that. Got suspended for 5 days for that and grounded for a month. And then I got my phone back afterwards and whatnot. But yeah, the relationship was going pretty okay. Being affectionate, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this dude would literally admit his wrongdoings and then got so horny again. Kind of. But then February 9th the problem became a thing again. The abuse happened again. I don't know, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as I was stepping foot, trying to want just affection and say that makeout sessions are so later, yeah, that's the whole thing that I was going for. And then after that, because, I like speaking out a lot. Yeah, it's my time to speak out for this, but, whatever. He got so mad and triggered. I tried to be reassuring. He wouldn't take it. But I did remember suggesting him to go to therapy and or counseling, and he refused to get help. Well, that's all because I told him to get some help. And it started after he said he had that depression was hitting him in the head. And he said it's because he said that I seemed like I was annoyed with the looch. Well, that's the whole point. I want cuddles. I want to be held. I want him to be non-lewd. But, okay. And February 9th became a deal breaker. Ugh. This dude was so desperate to see my upper body parts, my chest. And then I grounded myself for sending that pic. But I know better now, so not doing it. Nope, not me. But anyways, February 9th, we were just chilling until I got a phone call from one of my friends. We were just talking for about 4.5 minutes. I hung up, and then Cohen's facial... shit, I didn't. Then my ex's. Sorry if I accidentally mentioned his name. I accidentally name dropped. But anyways, my ex out here. I don't know. I noticed his facial expression starting to change. But yeah, I asked him if he was tired. He said yeah. And I said, "Are you angry?" And he shouted yes. Then he started throwing a fit and growling like he's some and and making angry noises like he's a man child, like he's fucking 5 and shit. Made me want to throw up. Like I was trying to be there. I was trying to calm him down and trying to explain to him, and then he gave me an attitude and talked like this in an angry tone. Said "Okay" twice, and then said this, "Love you." I'm gonna be trying not to laugh because I swear this is too funny. But yeah, and then arguments. And I was self-doubting and feeling depressed because of the anger that has been taken out on me. But yeah. It's quite sad to say, but true. Don't know why, but just happened out of the blue. StreamYard is so gay. But whatever. But anyways, back to the story. I mean, it felt so much better just telling my story about the abuse that I kind of went through, but it was kind of like a little bit more mentally, and I don't know what else. But it's kind of emotionally too. I don't know. But I'm about to go to therapy for that. I'm gonna continue on the story. So my ex, yeah, he was like, would have called him by a fake name, but I don't have to any time. But like he was dead ass being really sad. I don't know. After he shouted at me, kind of went into calm mode again, I guess. I was being a little pissy. Put me in a submissive state. Like, stop. Don't ever do that again. And then 3 to 4 days later, he got in a pissy state again, all because of what I said about what really went down on a sleepover and whatnot. Not because of going to a clinic to get something for me to get me protected from getting pregnant. Damn, that was sad. I need to double the amount. But speaking of which, anyways, not going into detail. But yeah, got mad over dumb shit. again on the 13th. Exploded on me and made my body hurt physically a little bit. And then after that, I was like, what have I done wrong? I want to know. This isn't fun to do shit like this. Only 18. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, he got mad at me over dumb shit. We had a whole ass argument. Then kind of another one over the Barnes and Noble thing. Around 2 days later-ish. And we were okay. You know. Again. Valentine's Day was the shit. He gave me a plushie that said, I love you this much. It was a dog plushie. Yeah. That was kind of before he kind of got a little pissy again. I was like, I'm going to go give you some space so you can calm down. He's like, don't talk down on me like that. I'm like, what? Yeah. Then the 16th was okay. The 17th was sad. We had, and on the 16th, I got my second piercing. Little man was cool with it. But then the 22nd became a little sussy. Yeah. Before that, let's fast forward. I don't know. Let's go kind of back step. Being really weird. Bro was being really weirdo. I don't know. Kind of kissy. Little touchy. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah. Back to February 22nd. He was being extremely touchy that day. And I was running around with Monster Energy. Took pictures of me going on a 10-year-old girl's back. Well, I asked him to. Why not? I don't know, but that was way before that. Or, well, way after the touchies and whatnot. The bro was, like, touching me everywhere, I guess. I don't know. And weird-ass makeout sessions. That was really weird. And then I was running off because the Monster Energy was in my system. I had to wander around again a lot. Funny story. Yeah, and he was out here just being stupid. And said, your ass shakes when you run. And I'm like, why? Because it's sexy. That was another weird comment I got. Not fun. But yeah, I do remember that vaguely. Like no tomorrow. The 16th became a thing. Well, 22nd. Then after that, I was so afraid of getting suspended off of crew. But I guess I would assume it's the first strike or whatever, because he kept being so touchy, and then we try to quote-unquote make out. Quick, his turns extreme. But yeah, beforehand, I did wear his jacket. It was big on me. Flash forward to March 1st, the day of the butt. Before, kind of like when the second strike lands on doing something. So, we were in a theater. He was touching me everywhere. But again. Then I asked him why he was touching me there. Couldn't say his reasoning, but whatever. But then we went outside and he started touching me down there. It's crazy. And he was telling me not to tell anyone, like, the secrets. That's pathetic. That's why I'm not saying that in small detail. I'm saying in small detail of what happened. God damn it. But yeah, it was being a little pussy. But yeah, beforehand I was trying to have fun and get on his shoulders and over the shoulder. It was kind of fun though. Like a fun ride. My little kicks. And me saying that he's going, oh yeah. Beforehand I said, because he kept on touching me, said, well, I did say something about him going to grippy jail. Then got on his shoulders. I had to climb backwards on a ladder in order to do that. That was crazy as shit. And then after that, got off. And bro put his hands on my neck. That was kind of hot. Bro was testing me out on my kinks or whatever. That's a whole ass minor. I'm trying to think it's cute. Try working on boundaries with them again. And then we were sitting inside one day. He was touching me there. Yeah. He lifted up my shirt. And part of my chest was exposed. And I saw it with my own eyes, so I did this. I yelled. I said, X's name. Stop. X's name? No. I don't know. Yeah. He's like, please. Yeah. Before then, he wanted me to get him sick, but I said no. Kept on grabbing me there 24/7 in the chest. Fucking grippy hands and shit. Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to warn you. X's name. Now you're trying to warn you. Can't do like this. Now you wanted to mark me with his fucking teeth and shit. And suck on my chest and shit. That was gross. Hey, Trina. Just out here telling my story. That was the most disgusting thing ever. And I was getting so bored. Like, all I wanted to do was just try to have fun. Not get myself in a shitty situation like this. But I was kind of standing up for myself sometimes. Like, typically. Because that was right after my ex was saying it would just be two kids in a theater doing dumb shit. And I did refuse to go in there because I didn't want to get caught. Gave in. Dumbass move. And it was locked. And I didn't give two shits. Ha ha ha. I don't know. Back to March 1st. The part of the incident, walked me outside and was putting his mouth on my chest. Kind of giving a little nibble. Gross. Walked back inside. Was being demanding. Said, I want to give you more whatever. And I grabbed his wrist so hard I said, no, X's name. You are not going to do that. You're not going to give me that. That skill. I want that at home. The little bitch ass kept saying, please. Like he has no clue what's going on. Yeah, being a little shit. And then, March 2nd, got a call. Was on the second strike, and then that if it happened one more time, I would get that if the bad boy stuff happened again one more time, then I'd get kicked. Then me and my ex would have been kicked out if that happened again. We were only on 2 strikes. But I was able to set an example. Censorship with the jacket was useless. I even wanted extra censorship, but whatever. really did the no hands method. He's like, oh, we could have just told the people we were out here hugging. What? Yeah, being funny though. Bro did admit what he did was wrong at one point. Pathetic excuse. My parents don't like my ex, the last one. But yeah. And then I was just ignoring him for a good 3 days to reflect. Then we talked again on I would say at least the 7th. I am not too sure. Yeah, the 7th. Yes, I dyed it. The glow up was just awesome. I exposed the creeper. Yeah. And then after that, I was kind of being a little weird. Kind of being affectionate for quote unquote 2 weeks. But then I remember that March 15th, he showed me an NSP. He was putting a wire, an earbud in my ear, right? Right? Yeah. And he was playing NSP, and I was laughing so hard. But it was kind of weird at the same time. And a little sus, according to one of my friends. Well, it was after he was being a pissy. He was having a pissy fit. And then reassured me, saying that he wasn't mad at me, he was mad at life. He literally used the manipulation tactics on me in crew on the on the 22nd of the 1st. That was horrible. Manipulate me into thinking we weren't getting caught. But yeah. Then saying that we could do whatever we want. The dirty talk happened. Weird. Let's talk about dirty talk on March. What? Slide back to March. You're doing dirty talk to me, asking me if we would do the deed when we get out of that skill. I'm like, dude, stop skipping school, man. What are you? Yeah, you was talking dirty, then joked me. I don't know, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. But fast forward. We were like, yeah, just being cute for a little bit. And then he started acting like a baby on Discord because, he asked me if we could talk on Discord and whatnot. I was saying something about calls. He said he does not like being on calls. But I have all the references in. Why is YouTube being a pissy baby so much? Come on, god damn it. Oof. Pause, pause, pause. Yes, it worked. What the fuck? Oh gosh. My video is glitchy. Oh, whatever. Oof. Okay. But anyways, back to the story. It's really sad. So we were talking about going on a date and being with an adult, having to deal with adult supervision. He hated that idea. I asked him what he thought about being in a car with an adult. Me and him. He made a little baby noise. A disgusted one that sounded like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? That baby noise just sounded awful. 21st was terrible as well. That was right after I met Shane. I was very frustrated. He yelled at me on fucking Discord again. It wasn't fair. It was at 11 p.m. straight after I said something about what to do or what not. I felt sad and depressed. And then the 22nd at midnight, I was trying to sleep. I was so depressed. I wanted to show him that I was there for him, but he kept being a baby. Like, why do people not take my reassurance and comforting? Made me doubt all of my comforting methods. Might have been gaslighted into thinking. I've been gaslighted about my comforting methods and shit. Wasn't fair. Could have been a thing, but I felt like made me feel like my comforting methods were terrible. That I wasn't good at being comforting. I even said that I was doubting my comforting methods because he thinks he wouldn't work on it. And I said I'm not good at comfort. I feel like I'm terrible at comforting. He's like, you're not. Does this shit. Felt beautiful. I miss the times where I was trying to make things fun, but not way too fun. Just fun romantic shit, you know? I kind of miss that, but I don't miss the times where hands would be everywhere in my body. That is just disgusting. That's a fucking child. Closest to adulthood. And acts very immature in real life. But whatever. I'm doing much better now. I don't know. But yeah, trying. And then March 22nd became a whole ordeal. It was night. And then after I got this last text from on Discord, I was questioning his tactics. Like, was he manipulating me into something I wasn't comfortable with? Fell asleep, went to school, asked my friends, showed them the messages between me and my ex, and it turns out they were manipulative. The messages seemed very manipulative. And then yeah, it was sad. I've been manipulated. I got fucking yelled at, which wasn't fair. And then after that, little bro asked me, what's wrong? What's the matter? Blah, blah, blah. I was just so tired and completely drained. I looked like a slug after I saw him and lost all my I was gonna gag at the thought of him. Lose my breath at the thought of him and shit. But yeah, I just realized what I've been going through. And then came the crew day. Oof. I saw my ex sleeping on the floor right by the chairs in the theater. Woke him up. Was kind of budging a little bit, but not so much. Woke up again, budged, and finally got up because all crew had to come to the stage. And started having a pissy fit, tried to calm him down. It was useless. I was getting yelled at, and he shouted at me. I was like, okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Then bro had to relax and go work on a project with the theater teacher. Like, do a little drawing. And after that, came up to me while I was sitting on one of the steps, and I apologized for waking him up. Said it wasn't my fault. We walked over, sitting there, and I was standing over him saying, do I look like I like being told what to do? And I said, no. Like, okay, sit down. I sat down, talking shit, talking about how we were going to pull the Uno reverse and ground the adults because they love grounding us. And I made him laugh about that one. Wow, that was so funny. Grounding the adults. Trying to do something to heal my inner child for once. Bro I thought he was going to think it was a bad idea, but instead he laughed about that. Kind of liked that shit. Like I like the idea of doing the deeds in the woods. What is up with me? Why do I keep doing this? I came up with really stupid ideas. And semi-stupid ideas. I don't know. I was being a little stupid, you know? And bro would smile over getting touched in a sexual way. He'd be immediately satisfied, like, bitch, you're a fucking minor. You are underage. Please stop. Yeah. That was the biggest mistake of my life, dating someone that just is acting like they're way younger than me. Despite being a year younger. That is just BS. Yeah. And then I was, while I was sitting on one of his legs that were crisscrossed applesauce, I was thinking of an escape plan. I was so bored. I didn't want to waste all my time and get kicked out again. Get kicked out for reals. That was just a waste of time, so I did something. I escaped. He clinged on to me and said, "You're mine!" And I used my entire strength and body weight to escape from a really tight grip. I made it loose with my strength. And then he got so mad at me again and threw a fit. And I tried to calm him down. It was useless. Then I walked over, and left him alone for a little bit, and then came back like a boomerang. After I did a small amount of crew work, I came back. That was way after he showed me. That was kind of after he showed me his drawings. They were really good, though. Not gonna lie. And then I left him alone again for a while this time, just so he can calm down. Yeah, I said I was going to give him space so he can actually calm down, and he was a bitch. A dumb bitch. I don't know why, but just did. But then, yeah, like, one of my friends was out saying something was wrong. Well, yeah, that was like way after that, but whatever. No. That was way before my friends knew something was wrong. But, like, I was doing my crew work, went outside and was really upset. Bro was looking for me. I don't know. Then I came back inside. I was, like, upset. I was talking about him. when he wasn't around, I guess. Typical of me. Typical of me. But the stream may be a long stream. But I don't care. Because I'm espousing the truth. But I'm sorry if I accidentally name dropped. So, yeah. Yeah, my ex was like being really a douche out here. But yeah. I'm staying up doing this stream because I can. And then I'm like out here explaining the sad truth. But speaking of which, yeah, I was chopping off branches from the bamboo. Came over, told me that we needed to have a talk. Like, I know the quote exactly on what he said. He said, "Crow, we need to have a talk." And I said, "Okay." Walked over, and he started yelling at me to the point where I was going to freak out. Where I actually freaked out and almost cried. On the verge of a mental breakdown. Which was very sad. He wasted my time. And guilt tripped me with the suicide card, of course. And then we kind of hugged afterwards while he's still pissed. And we hugged while he's still pissed. After that, told me what to do. Ugh! And I was in a very submissive state because of that dumb bitch. He wrapped. I had my legs. They looked like crab legs. They weren't really fully wrapped around. And my head was on the shoulder, I guess. Just tired and sad and scared and confused and whatnot. I don't know. It's like, I feel like I'm going to cry. And then he said, "Don't cry." And then did dumb shit afterwards. And then he left. Did something before he left, I guess. And then I was already on the verge of crying, for real. Talking about how I needed some serious help. And that was way after I blocked him on Discord because one of my friends told me to. Like, way before all of this yelling, yell. Yeah, I was telling my friends. They noticed that I was depressed. Like, not even gonna lie, they didn't notice that shit. Because we backtracking. I showed one of my good friends, the one who had purple hair but now has green hair. And he actually told me to block my ex, and I did. While it's still nonverbal. Whatever. I don't know. But now, fast forward. After my ex left, I was just upset. Kyle was worried about. No. One of my good friends with the glasses. Oops. Accidentally name dropped one of my other good friends. But one of my friends checked up on me to see if I was okay. I said I needed space. Bro understood. Me like no tomorrow. And then after that, I was like, hey, why not? Just be cool. No. And after that, I was kind of okay, I guess. Very depressed. Lol. Escape artist mode. then hung out with one of the girls that came here from practice, and she was really cute. Love her for that. She understood me very well and said it's okay to have a bad day and whatnot. We were spray painting the gates. And then after that, the 23rd came along. I was still depressed. My friends were really worried for me. I was hoping one of my friends would be out here confronting my ex. But I was still suggested to get some help. We were just talking shit. And one of my other classmates was suggesting about a plan to get his ass arrested and whatnot. Well, if he continues to do shit to me like this. Make a plan with the administrators and shit. Suggesting a bunch of different ways. And then, yeah. 23rd was piss poor thing. Trying to have fun with friends, but still depressed. And then after that, my ex was texting me about why I blocked him on Discord and who told me to do it. Yeah, I got so triggered. I was tired, pretty annoyed. And he said, "I'm sorry if I made you feel like you were unsafe." And I was like, "I'll think about it," like referring to that half-assed apology that I was receiving. But I was saying one of my good friends' names. Bro was literally making sure that I'm safe, I guess. And then, 24th, I was still depressed. Telling Maya what really happened. She said something about me having to break up with... Oh, shit. Sorry if I accidentally name dropped again. I was talking with one of my other friends who sits on my table in my third period class, whatever, blah, 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 telling her what really happened. Yeah, she told me to break up with him because we weren't compatible and whatnot. She ain't wrong. And then I went to my friends. I went to my little friend's house. Credit to her. She was cute. Yeah, I had to cheer myself up. And then my ex was texting me again, asking me if I like him. And I'm like, sure, I guess. Oh my gosh, you're fucking annoying. Yeah, he was a pain in the ass. I couldn't text him that much because he was being such a pain in the ass. He said, whatever, made for wanting to spend time and having to enjoy it. Ugh. That was terrible. And then I wanted my friend to take over on the texting. She was like, okay, I'll think about it. I don't know what to say to him. I was like, you can think about it. Take your time. And then she said something that, literally is too funny. She said, shut up, X's name. Don't make me punch you. And then she texted my ex pretending to be me. Said something about threatening him with the hatchet. She told me to send a picture of a hatchet. Did. After that, said, yeah, my bitch ex accused my friends of controlling me and then dumped me after already lost feelings. Then was depressed again one last time. Then I felt better because of that one person. Cypress. I don't know. The person that literally saved my ass and I saved their ass. and the other person that I'm currently talking to. I was really happy with them. And then, like, okay, now we gotta fast forward. Then I got my first tattoo April 1st. Because the other days it was just me healing. Slowly. But not getting over on what he fucking did to me. I would have a flashback and go batshit crazy to the point where it stressed me out physically on the 14th, from what I remember. About what my ex really did to me. To the point where the stress levels were increasing and got me on the prone verge of fainting and shit. I wasn't feeling good on the 14th. That was after I was painting. Showed up to crew again. The 14th and whatnot. But yeah. And then I texted her saying, "How did you know I seemed sad and wasn't feeling good earlier today?" And she said, "You just seemed out of it. I don't know." And then, yeah. And then someone made a truth about my ex. And oh shit, goddamn. And then one of my good friends found it funny about that low tier god in the picture, in the text caption. "Your life is worth nothing." My ex does serves you a purpose, but yeah. And my friend Valentine was like, I don't know. We were texting on April 13th, and that was the day before I started. I was kind of stressed. I don't know. What the fuck? The 14th. Feeling like shit. Absolute shit. And yeah, I remember texting him this at fucking lunchtime. Because, lunch. I asked him, "What would you do if I actually passed out?" "I'd lay you down and probably call the police probably the police would be called or something. You have an average protocol for it." Then texted him on the 18th. God damn. Crazy, right? Healing journey. But yeah. Other than that, life is good. I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Bad bitches have bad days too. Oh yeah. That was really funny. Yeah. Then I kind of fast forward because, the rest are just bullshit. I almost passed out at one point in the cafeteria. And my friend noticed. Dead ass. It was on April 19th. I had to grab my fist. I was feeling out of it. And it looked like I was going to fall. But whatever. Blah, blah, blah. But anyways. I'm almost getting closer to talking about the good news. But whatever. And then Yabe said something. Ooh. But I was really excited about life. But yeah. And then I was doing ushering for the shows. I hated seeing my ex's face. Ew. And then me and the 10-year-old girl talking about what my ex was doing. These two were fighting over me, but then the 10-year-old girl told me the horrifying truth. That sounded like facts. And is, in fact, facts. And said, "Ex's name is a creep." "I don't know. He just is." And she said, "Ex's name is Sal, a creep." Yeah, really. She's not wrong, though. She was out here just being there with the high schoolers. cool. So cool. And the 10-year-old girl is literally almost as tall as me, I guess. Maybe. Majigs. Thingy-majig. But yeah. Girly Pop is like gonna catch up to me eventually. I swear. She actually did not like this at all. She learned the horrifying truth though afterwards when I was crying. Lotion. Yeah, and then after watching the show, because I ushered 4 times in a row, because, you know, Yabe wanted to. I was like, dude. And then what? I was watching a bunch of people, stage managers, master carpenters, whatever, cast members and whatnot, just they were pulling off their speech dedicated to the teachers that were really so cool. God damn it! My computer went off! Sorry about that. And then after that, I started getting emotional hearing the speeches. Like, I was kind of getting this close. And then tears started to form. And everybody be hugging each other. Emotional. Yeah. I was a senior that was emotional. The only usher out here being emotional. Because, you know, big emotional. Real. But yeah. Whoa. The real world just said a lot. There's other bigger things! Yeah, I was crying like crazy. Remember being emotional. Because, you know, you're allowed to express your emotions. And then I got a hug from one of the tall dudes with the glasses. After getting a hug from someone that played as one of the ancestors. The gambler ancestors. Yeah. Pretty emotional. That was after I got a hug from one of the curly brunette haired girl with a septum piercing. And of course a belly button piercing. She's really cute. She's a real one. And I felt like I was gonna miss everyone. But during this fucking terror, I swear to gosh. I'm dead. And then I was kind of getting better, I guess. Better and better. Talking, having fun with friends. Felt like a diss track on Earth. Because I was showing what the diss track would be like towards my ex. But I'm still going to therapy for what my ex has done to me. To open up after the eval, possibly. Because, you know, after the eval, I'm going to go get to a therapy place to open up about what really happened. But yeah. But maybe sometime after the drive solo. I don't know, whatever. But I have exciting news. No, I'm going to therapy for my extent. I'm going to get my driver's license in about a day and a half. Maybe in less than 2 days. Yay, me! I'm gonna get my license. I'm gonna be the big kid driving solo whenever I can. Because, you know, I really want to practice driving by myself to see how I do. Because I've been practicing on private property for some time now, and I've been finishing my hours already on a learner's permit. So I will be a licensed driver, which is very exciting. But yeah. Because I was right before I go to therapy for 2 things, eval and another place to go open up about my trauma that my ex gave me. But yeah. But I don't know what me getting bored of my ex's touchies and whatnot and the bathroom ideas and whatever are considered. other than the manipulation tactics and whatnot. But whatever. But now I feel so much better talking about it, sharing my story. Yeah, and one person actually came forward to me about the kind of maybe similar-ish whatever experience that they had with my ex, and how both them and their fiance were uncomfortable with what my ex was doing. And they were telling me that he was being sexual, which was actually true, because he was being sexual, and then he was asking one of my friends to play games with him and add him into things, which they refused. Yeah. Came forward to me, and I was so happy. Triggered their flashback to when they got manipulated into doing something that they don't want to do. Now they just care so much about consent like I do, because they said consent is important in a relationship when you trade lewds and nudes together. Only for the 18 plus though. 18 plus talk, but whatever. But my stream's not kid friendly, so I will be back to making content soon. But I'm excited to finally drive on my own. And I will get to share some of that journey of when I get to drive to and from places. Whenever I can, find the places that I want to go to. But you know, I'm almost there. Almost there, babies. Like, I'm kind of trying to move forward. Still in my healing era. I'm currently talking to someone that actually treats me right, but is a bit of an overthinker. They are in a submissive state. They're very sensitive to yelling. They're shorter than me. And of course, they make me feel like I'm at home, just like I make them feel like they're at home. And when they're upset and feel like their feelings are not validated, I validate their feelings a lot and I treat them like a literal human being because they deserve it. And when they're in little space, I be a good caregiver with coloring books and everything. And they love the idea of coloring books. They love coloring. Yeah, they said they like coloring. They like dinosaurs. They like whatever. And yeah. And they're 4.5 years older than I am. And yet, I'm nearly a foot taller. But hey, at least I get to feel loved and give and receive cuddles at the same time, which is so much better for my mental health. Because I went from being in a really abusive sexual type of relationship to a relationship I will officially be in when I go on my first date with them. Because I feel like I will feel so much better around that person. Like, they are the most amazing person I could ever ask for. But yeah, they are very sensitive to yelling. They don't like being in fights. They get yelled at and don't like it at all. The yelling puts them into this pleasing, submissive mode. I don't like it. I've been yelled at too. I've had my feelings invalidated for years and years and was put in a submissive state a lot, which wasn't fair. I should be allowed to stand up for myself. I've been doing this. My ex yelling at me put me in a submissive state, and I've had it. The inappropriate type of comforting isn't gonna work anymore because I don't like it and it's not my thing. And now I am proud to use my voice. I'm gonna be with someone that so treats me right. And I do the same. Even in a little space. Because eventually, me and that person will be in a drama-free apartment. Maybe. But definitely some peace and quiet. TV located in the living room and the bedroom. LED lights. Gotta make the room so magical. Even the little space room will be magical too. But yeah, I feel so much better speaking up about this. I'm excited to finally be a solo driver whenever I can. And to finally get to moving forward. No more red flags, no more nothing. Just peace and quiet. And a nice, drama-free show. Everybody may have bad days in a relationship, but it'll be worth it when a light shines. I feel so much happier now. Yeah, I'm still hoping my first date goes well next week. But it might be after I get home from work. I don't know. But whatever. May depend. Finding a random day. But yeah, I feel so much better now. Ish. Yeah, I may have bad days too, but I'm still a human at the end of the day. So is the future baby. Because when I reassure them a lot, they feel like they're at home. Like they're allowed to have, like I'm their shoulder to cry on. Yeah, they got a shoulder to cry on. My shoulder. And I cry on their shoulder too. And we vent to each other, which is even more better. That's why a healthy relationship should be a very important one, especially when someone you are going to date is in little space. That's what I love the most. Now I'm going to end this stream because I've done an amazing job speaking out. Bye, everyone. See you next time.